I'm not excited at all in the slightest.
I just remembered that I can't wash my face tonight. I'm already starting to feel it. Ugh!
Hi guys, it's me AJ. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, I'm trying to not do my skincare for a week. Super scary because this is something that I've been doing for a couple years now, and it is very scary to me to break routine, but I am just going to try it out for a week and see how it goes. So I wrote down a few rules for me to have when it comes to this week and what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. For the first point, I put no cleansing. I can cleanse in the shower because for me, when I take a shower, it's like kind of like an everything shower. I have a method, of how I take a shower. And part of it does involve washing my face, so I will do that. Second one, lip balm doesn't count as makeup, so I don't feel one way or the other of putting on lip balm. Third, I wrote down sunscreen is allowed, but I think in the prospect of like a skincare routine, like if somebody is not doing skincare or doesn't have the ability to do skincare or isn't in the right headspace to do skincare, I think sunscreen is also involved in that. So, and then lastly, micellar water is allowed for taking off makeup, but that's it. And you'll see later on in this video that I break that rule. That is the only rule that I broke. So let's head on into Monday. Good morning. It is Sunday, June 16th. It's the day before my skincare week. I have not charged my camera, so I need to go charge it in a second. But just real quick, I just did my morning skincare. It's not a lot. I just cleanse, tone, and put on moisturizer that has sunscreen in it. I don't know if my mic's gonna work from my phone camera, but it's connected to my phone, so we'll just see in post. I think I've been doing it consistently for 2-ish years now. I'm thinking about when I didn't used to do it whenever I was a lot younger. I think I'm proud of myself for getting into a skincare routine still at a young age, but clock is ticking. Okay. I also think I'm starting to deconstruct my relationship with skincare also, because when I started doing skincare, I wanted to kind of slow down the aging process, but now I'm kind of okay with aging. So now I feel like when I do skincare now, it's just more so to manage like my problem areas, like my acne. I have very acne prone skin, managing the oiliness of my skin, not so much again like the aging, like the wrinkles or anything. I honestly, that's gonna happen either way. I don't have money for like Botox or fillers or anything, and I don't know if I really would want to spend my money like that. No offense to anybody who wants to spend their money like that. Let me just be clear. If you have the money and you want to do it, go for it, whatever makes you happy. But I talk about a lot to people in my life that I did not plan my life past the age of 18. And I'm going to say that in the least depressing way possible, because it is depressing, but I'm not going to go into why. I'm not going to go into all of that. I'm not going to trauma dump on you in this video. I remember when I would just take off my makeup with makeup wipes and then go to bed, and how I feel like I still had all over my face. And so I'm not looking forward to that feeling, because I love how clean my skin feels after I like do my skincare. When I do my skincare tonight, it'll be my last time doing my skincare for an entire week until next Sunday. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Hey, so before we get into the week, this is my face before I stop doing my skincare. As you can see, it's not perfect. It's not super duper clear, but it's also not horrible. As you can see, I just have like small pimples. This side is worse than this side, if we're being honest, if we're talking about acne. And my chin has always been like a trouble spot. A lot of it is like scarring from old pimples, because let's be real, I am a picker. I'm a picker at heart. I really shouldn't, but I've learned better. I have pimple patches, okay? And then my forehead also sometimes has like a breakout or two, especially in between my eyebrows. As you can see, there's a lot of redness there. And then my nose normally is fine, but nothing too crazy, nothing that like is like impeding on my life. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. I know that the times where I wasn't doing my skincare, I would get a like one big breakout either like here along my forehead or on my chin, and so I'm kind of expecting that. This is just the before. I will see you guys on Tuesday or Wednesday. Hi, it is Monday, June 17th, just turned 10 p.m. I just remembered that I can't wash my face tonight. So I'm kind of not super excited, but I'm gonna take off my makeup right now. I rediscovered how to do fishtail braids, so I've been doing that for the past like 3 days. And I think they're really cute. I'm going to take off my makeup, like I'm gonna scrub my face just because I can't, again, I can't wash my face. I am gonna be taking a shower tomorrow because my hair long overdue for a wash. I will say that I'm very much aware that not washing your face and not doing your skincare is not like a trend or a challenge really. Like I understand that most people who don't take care of certain aspects of hygiene, like not just skincare, I understand a lot of that is tied to mental health. And so doing this, not doing my skincare for a week sort of thing, I understand the heaviness behind it because again, I've been through several periods of my life where I was too depressed to do literally anything. So I understand the weight of hygiene and how mental illness can really affect that.
Hi, editing EJ here. I also wanted to clarify that on top of mental health struggles, I know that skincare can also be a privilege. Some people can't afford cleanser, moisturizers, toners, serums, and all of that. And so I think also from that perspective, it would be interesting to see what it would be like if I only had micellar water to like clean my face, or just like not putting on any makeup products at all so I don't have to take anything off. And also looking at it from that perspective as well is something I forgot to mention because I was focusing more on the mental health aspect of it rather than realizing that it also can be an economic issue as well. That being said, there's also that, not just mental health, but also sometimes people just can't afford to do skincare in the way that I do skincare, or the way that even beauty influencers or social media influencers in general also do skincare as well. We get so boggled down by so many things that come out at once, new releases, new products, that sometimes we just can't afford those things. And so there's also that dynamic as well. And I just wanted to mention it because I know that like there's also that aspect outside of mental health, and I am aware and I understand that as well within doing this experiment.
So I'm not doing this as like, oh, it's a fun little trend. It's just more so like I am curious to see how my skin will be affected by just not doing my skincare. I just took off my makeup. My skin doesn't feel too terrible. To be fair though, I don't really wear like heavy makeup throughout the week, especially if I'm doing makeup for work. This is my skin, day one. I'm gonna go to bed just straight like this. She doesn't look too bad. My skin doesn't feel like nasty or dirty, which thank God. I will see you guys probably Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. We'll see. I might be willing to give an update tomorrow, but if not, definitely Wednesday. Ladies and gentle people, it is 5:09 p.m. on Tuesday, June 18th. I got home like literally 5 hours ago and I still haven't taken a shower. I still haven't washed my hair because it just feels like a whole ordeal. Oh my god, I couldn't even take in a shower earlier anyway. The hot water is off and it's supposed to be back on by this time. I just need to wash my hair. Hi guys, it's the next day, Wednesday, June 19th. Sorry, I didn't get to finish my thought. Yesterday, John came home and I was going to record again a little bit later once it become evening time after I took my shower, but I just like forgot. It's now 9:37 a.m. Wanted to update on the main point of this video, which is my skin. I'm already starting to feel it and it's day 3 and I woke up this morning and my chin hurts really bad. Not like excruciatingly bad, but like, I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like a head forming right here. And usually, like I said in the beginning, my chin and my forehead are like the problem areas. As for like the rest, like my cheeks, I think still look the same. They haven't changed. Yeah, it's just my chin. I don't know if you can see. My chin gets the worst during my period, and if I'm not taking care of my skin, I get really big like under the skin breakouts, which is really annoying because those are the worst kinds. because you can't really get rid of them. Let's see by the end of this week if it turns into a full-blown breakout or if it's one that stays under the skin. I would rather it come to the surface. I don't know if you could even see sideways, if you could see a bump, because it's still in its early stages, but when I touch it, I feel it forming. My hair looks really red on camera, but I promise you, it is actually not. Like, maybe these front pieces are kind of deep red, but the rest of my hair is very much faded. Maybe that's different in post, like when I'm editing, but update you maybe tomorrow, maybe today if there's any new developments in the skin. But that's pretty much it for Wednesday.
Hi, it's Thursday, June 20th. We are merely 4 days into not doing my skincare, and I feel my skin like suffering really bad. I don't feel like particularly nasty, but I can tell my skin is so clogged up. It just feels not great. You can see from yesterday that that little under the skin little pimple has progressed. You can definitely see it now. Even I don't have to turn to the side for you to see it head on. And then I have like it looks like I'm getting a little breakout on my cheek here, but not sure how to feel about it. One of the only good things about this situation is just I cut back on like the time spent getting ready in the morning. If I have work, it gives me more sleeping time. I love to sleep. That's the only, like, I guess, benefit. But even so, like, I don't feel good about it because I feel like I'm missing part of my routine. Part of what makes my mental health feel better is doing my skincare. For a lot of people with mental health struggles, such as myself, like, one of the things that falls first is your physical health and like hygiene. And one of the things that I feel like even when I'm at my most depressed that I pride myself on and I give myself that win every single day is my skincare. Granted, just like everybody else, it could always be better, but I also think there's such a thing as overdoing it. So I try to find that balance. And the one thing that I feel like I found a good balance with is my skincare. The way that I feel in my head sometimes doesn't allow me to do more than just my skincare, you know? And so the fact that I've kept up with it for this long, even when I've been at my lows and been at my highs, I just think makes me feel better about myself. So I think I'm really struggling not doing my skincare, even though I do get to sleep in a little bit more in the morning. I'm like nervous because there's 3 days left. I don't know. I mean, my skin obviously is not horrible, right? Like, I have what, two breakouts, one under, one coming up to the surface. Like, my skin could definitely be worse, but I just think I can definitely feel just how clogged it is. I think I've only washed my face once, and that was on a Tuesday when I took a shower. So, anyway, that's the update for Thursday. We'll see how I'm feeling on Friday if I feel like I need to give an update, and then Saturday and Sunday. So, we'll see all 3 days if I need to make an update for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I will definitely do a final update on Sunday of how my skin has been affected through this whole week. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, if not Friday, if not Saturday, and if not Sunday. I'll see you at some point later this week. Hello, it's Saturday, June 22nd. We are coming up on the home stretch. Tomorrow is my very last day to not be doing my skincare, and I'm surprised at the upswing that I've had since the past 2 days. I obviously didn't update yesterday on Friday. This is my skin. Here, hold on. As you can see, there's not a noticeable change. Day 6, it definitely just feels dry, but that's definitely because I finally took some micellar water and wiped my face. Like, even though I had nothing on my face, I know I still had like oil from the past 5 days. So I was like, I just need to like take it off with something. And I feel like that did something to my skin. I just think that when I use any of my skincare products, it does something to my skin because like I just feel like I'm taking care of it. Because the pimple that was like right here under the skin has like gone down dramatically. Like, you can still sort of see. I think this whole red spot is just like spots from previous pimples, but the pimple was like right here and now it's barely anything. Same thing like right here. Remember how like the last time I talked to y'all, I had like what seemed to be a breakout right here on my cheek, and like I feel like it's gone. Like, I mean, it's still red. There's still redness. There's still like some acne spots all over, but like it's not a breakout. You know what I mean? All this to say, I'm starting to think that now that we're on day 6, we're coming on the home stretch. I definitely think that you do not have to do all this fancy schmancy like skincare if your skin doesn't need it. I definitely think if you have the means to like see a dermatologist or something and they tell you what specifically you need, then that's different. But if you're just a regular average person who has like combo skin, normal skin, dry skin, like any of that, like I think it's really beneficial just to find products that will work with your skin type rather than trying to use every single product on the market. And I think I've learned that within these past 6 days of not doing my skincare is that like I like the staples that I have. I'm open to trying new and different things when it comes to skincare. And that's not to say that like this will be true for everybody. And I think my skin is not going to be your skin or their skin or anybody's skin. This is just how it works with my skin. This is how it went with my skin. And I do feel very grateful that like didn't end up being worse, but it also didn't make it any better to either. But it's good, I think, sometimes to experiment, obviously, but to not go overboard. You know, I also think I don't need to be too hard on myself when I don't do my skincare, even though it makes me feel better when I do it. I think this whole experience has opened my eyes to showing me that skincare does not have to be as complicated as social media or marketing has made it seem. Like I said, a significant improvement from 2 days ago. Not that there's like a huge change, and my skin is definitely still somewhat the same. So, yeah, this is my skin. I will see you guys tomorrow for a final recap and my final thoughts. Good morning. It is now the final and last day of my skincare free week. I wrote down some final notes. I think I did a good job at expressing pretty much my thoughts and feelings throughout this past week. This final recap will be a little bit brief, which is good depending on how long this video actually is and how trimmed down I was able to get it, because you know me, I'm a yapper. So here is the final update on my skin. I think today is probably the worst it's gonna get because it's been an entire week. But that little pimple that I had here is gone, disappeared. Same thing with over here. Oops, sorry, not trying to flip you off, but it's also gone right here. It's still the same like redness and small little acne dots that I get normally. I think one of the biggest things that I learned throughout this experiment, you could say, is that if I miss a few days, my skin is not going to immediately go to shit, which is something that has always plagued me ever since that like I started doing my skincare. Like, although it's therapeutic and I love doing it, and it's as I've mentioned before in this past week, it is a sign to me that like I still am doing okay, that I'm able to do my skincare. And I feel like I really beat myself up over not doing it like either in the morning or at night. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but that's my brain. I don't really like it, but I think this week was a good reminder that like if I don't do it, it's going to be fine. Okay? Second note that I have is that sometimes it's okay to let your skin breathe from everything. So like not just from like putting makeup on your face, but also just like doing skincare, because I definitely think you can wear your skin down if you put too much on it. At the end of the day, skincare is chemicals. Like, and so if you want to let your skin breathe for a day or two, like do kind of a detox, I think that also helps. And it's given me like a new perspective on skincare. Definitely it's a regimen and a routine, and I like having that. But also like life sometimes just catches up with you, and sometimes you're not able to do those things, and you shouldn't get too upset to a degree that it just like ruins you. And that also like stems from like a mental headspace. And then also I just want to say that this is what it looks like, my skin looks like after a week. Like I'm not sure what it would look like long term if I just quit doing my skincare for a month, which I'm not willing to do. But I also think, like, even though I think, oh, my skin doesn't look that bad, like, maybe I could just stop doing my skincare for a while. It's like, I don't really want to see what that prospect looks like later on down the line. I also think that like my skincare has also brought me so much like stability and keeps me going. That's just how I feel for me because it's only been a week. I'm not surprised that my skin looks like this. I didn't think I would have a dramatic change at all. So yeah, those are my final notes. If you have any questions about what I did specifically during the week, let me know. Leave them down below. If you would like me to try other, like, do this for a week or don't do this for a week, let me know. I'm willing to open my mind a little to those kinds of things. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.